Got all the chairs laid out. Now we just got to find out who's sitting in them. Hey, the beach chairs are all laid out at the FAA, so just got to figure out who's going to sit where. But thought Chris Rocheleau was going to be the head of safety for a while, but no, wrong again. Anyway, he's retiring. He's headed to the National Business Aircraft Association as the Chief Operating Officer. One of the best gigs outside of the FAA. So fantastic. Congratulations to Chris. He's going to replace the retiring Steve Brown, who's been in that position for, I think, 18 years now. Just an incredible run. So good luck, Chris. It's a great job. And of course, then there's there's a ripple effect. We're going to see Dave Bolter, who comes from the ATO, who has Part 135 management experience as a pilot. He's going to act as the head of safety. Now he just got the job as the head of flight standards. So, but a great background for that position. So, the FAA finds talented people and has plenty of that talent to go places. And a really interesting, uncharacteristic, I would say, is Earl Lawrence is going to be the Deputy Associate Administrator for NextGen. Awesome, because he comes out of industry as the Experimental Aircraft Association came in and really got the wheels turning at the new entrant director. He's been the director of aircraft certification now for some time, and now going to that position, it's a great promotion, and he brings a wealth of experience for what is really the entry point for new entrants and things like that. So awesome. Good luck, Earl. Good luck to everybody. I have no idea how Red Bull gets away with some of this stuff. But coming up this weekend, Red Bull is going to take 2 airplanes, put them in a slight dive, have the pilots get out mid-flight, and trade airplanes. They come up with some of the most impressive stunts. On so many occasions, they come up with this really wild stuff. Don't forget, they're the sponsors of the person that parachuted from space. Kind of unbelievable stuff. So that happened. Their planes are going to come down at slight dive at 140 miles an hour. And then their Cessna 172s, they're gonna get out, glide across each other, get in the other airplane, regain control, and land safely. I have no idea why you do this stuff, other than it creates a buzz, and I'm gonna watch it. So, gotta check it out. Sunday, April 25th, or 24th, April 24th, that's when it is. I know I talk a lot about space junk and what are we going to do about it, and so that's just a fact of putting things up into space that, help society and do other things, help defense, do kinds of stuff. But what if you took your U-Haul storage unit and put it up there, and and you can get stuff back after a while? Well, that's a story from a company upstart in California, where they want to take a capsule about 20 inches in diameter, looks like an old-fashioned UFO, and then put it up in the air and launch it into space, so you can put some important papers, I guess, in there, and then if you need it, you can get it back, sort of. So they're working on that part. There was a parachute test on how to drop that stuff down and things like that, but now we're going to put luggage into space. Ah, man, talk about space junk. We're gonna block out the beautiful sun, and we're gonna ruin all the solar power activity that we can get our hands on. I don't know, this seems like an odd way to go about things, but anyway, upstart in California. I don't know if it's trickle up or trickle down. Remote virtual towers are painfully slow to come into the US space. But Kansas City International has taken that exact same technology, cameras and sensors, and putting it in their ramp tower to be able to do total control of their ramp from a virtual environment. Makes absolute sense. The thing is that they're using the same stuff for the remote virtual that Saab is using for remote virtual towers. Yes, Saab is the winner of this one. But what's going to be great is they should be able to collect tons tons more data, tons of data beyond what they're getting out of Leesburg to be able to say, this is a good idea, this is safe, and maybe we can at least get ground control out of the cab into something else. It's a step in the right direction. Anything that moves that ball forward. And Kansas City's doing something really cool, so we got to keep our eye on it. Kansas City International ramp control via remote virtual capability. Awesome. Hey, Congress seems to be a day late and a dollar short all the time, and this is no exception. So a couple days ago, we're keeping masks on for another couple weeks, but hey, yesterday, court in Florida said, no, you're not, and so we're not wearing masks on airplanes, at least some of them. So that's been the biggest bone of contention for unruly passengers. And last week, the House submitted a bill, H.R. 7433, that puts legislation in how we're going to handle unruly passengers, and if you interfere, and it just gets worse, and there will be a national no-fly list. Today, each airline keeps track of their own, and, you know, CEOs can't seem to pick up the phone and call each other and say, hey, I've got some bad people, I don't want you to let them fly. They can't get along, so we're going to have Congress help them out. There'll be a national no-fly list. If this legislation passes, you can get on the list. I don't know if you get off. I say the biggest issue is, hey, don't be unruly. That way you don't get on the list, and don't have the same name as somebody that's unruly, because that's probably another way to wind up on the list. I've seen it before. Anyway, at least the ball's moving forward, and maybe we can put an end to the unruly passenger saga with legislation and the fact that we won't be wearing masks. All right, smash the like button, hit the bell if you want to be notified the next time, and have a great week. We'll talk to you next time. You know, under the radar.